You work to live, but where does the living start? Have you ever considered that? You spend all of this time working and grinding and avoiding all opportunities in life so that you could live. But when does the living start? At what point do you stop working and start saying, I'm going to start living? I'm currently in Mykonos. It's day one. We're in the most amazing villa that you can't really see from here, but I've had to find the little spot where I can get out the wind. And it's because I'm able to live my life in an efficient manner that I'm able to come here and enjoy it and live. That's what it's all for. So many guys, so many young guys, they're finding themselves working, in effect, too hard. Not that you can work too hard as such, but they're working too much. They're being inefficient with the work that they're doing when they're doing it. And then when they try to come away, they don't, because they don't stop working. They can't stop working. I think a lot of people find themselves in a position where they're constantly working, don't know how to switch off. It's that problem that you find that you have. I've personally never had it, but I know a lot of guys do. And I think it's a real fear. It's a fear. It's a fear of the inability to have money, to hold money. Poor people, with all due respect, they want to hold money as firmly as what they can. And then rich people, the ones that have come from their own hard work, fear losing the money they have. And in doing so, they hold money even tighter when they get more. And that's why they can't enjoy it. They can't live. And it's a big issue. I mean, again, in a very nice place at the minute, in a very affordable way. Not spent too much to get here, won't spend too much while I'm here. The only thing that I'm really spending is my time. But is it valuable and wise to spend your time in such a way where you're enjoying life, you're able to learn more, be more cultured, learn more about yourself, about the world? And that's a valuable use of your time. And a lot of people aren't spending time in that way. A lot of people are spending time only working and then only doing the gym. And then, as I've said in a earlier video, they feel guilty if they're not working at 6 a.m. They feel guilty if they're not working at 11 p.m. So when do you have the time to live? And when will you have the time to live? Because if now you're making 3K a month, 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever, and you're thinking, I'll live more when I've hit X amount. I'll live more when I've hit 5K. I'll live more when I've hit 10K. I'll live more when I've hit 2K. You told yourself that when you started. If you're doing 5K now, you told yourself that you'll live more and you'll relax and take a step back and you'll take Sundays off when you're doing 3K. And if you're making 2K now, you're thinking, oh, I'll back off a bit when I hit 3, 4, 5. You won't. You'll just sell yourself a new dream. At what point do you live the dream? At what point do you actually experience it all? And there's micro ways to do this. It doesn't have to be going abroad, going on holiday and, living a lavish lifestyle. It can be just go out for dinner with your family. Go and see your family when they say, come out. Go and see your friends. Go and see school friends. I know how much people say, oh, they're bad for you or whatever because they don't share your level of ambition. So what? They keep you grounded at least. And they're great people. That's why you're friends with them in the first place. There's no need for you to go and expel all these people from your life because they don't match your level of ambition, just because your ambition is different to theirs. At what point do you live? Is it an age criteria? When I hit X age, I'm going to work less, I'm going to find a wife, and I'm going to work less and enjoy life more. There's a lie. When you get there, I promise you, when Earth has gone around the sun enough times, nothing's going to change. You just wake up and it's a new day. You sell yourself the dream almost of like, yeah, but I'll stop there. But it's actually the fear of a lack of money that keeps you going. And I can't blame you because everyone wants more money. But my overarching point, the money gets you the experience, the money gets you in the room. And if you're already having the option to be in the room, you're already having the option to experience more of life because you already have time, location, and financial freedom. And why are you not using that? Why are you working more? It's the fear. And I can't blame you for that fear. But it's a warning that one day it will pass you by. And one day you will think, why didn't I go and see my friends? Why didn't I go on the holiday? Why didn't I see my family? When your family are dead, won't matter how much money in the bank you have. When your friends all have wives, they've got kids, it won't matter how much money in the bank you have when you can't see that. Use what you have. And the advantage that you have is that you probably have a bit of money. The disadvantage is it's kind of a similar advantage in the fact that it's your mindset. It's what got you into the position where you've got a bit of money. It's also what's keeping you from living more. It's also what's keeping you from coming here and having a bit of fun. And that's what life's about. People say, what's the purpose of life? Is it Is it to procreate and have kids? Is it like to keep the genealogy going or something along those lines? I think it's to have fun and experience it, because life's an experience and you only get it one, because as the cliche goes. And yet people are living like they're going to live for, people are living quite literally like they're going to live forever, but you're not. So why do you spend 16 hours a day behind a computer, 2 hours a day at the gym, and then 6 hours a day sleeping, running yourself into the ground? What's the point? So what is this video? It's a reminder. Just a reminder to just go and enjoy life and just experience it. So I promise you, whilst you need to spend hours a day working and you need to spend hours a day in the same four walls, that's not where you live life. That's where you make life. And then when you've made it, you live it elsewhere. But people just aren't going elsewhere to live it. I feel like I could go on about this for ages. And if you get what I'm saying, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. But the fact you're still here means that you probably get what I'm saying. You probably want to enjoy life, because who doesn't? Well, that's what it's all about. So do it. All the actionable steps. Take some time out of your week. Be it a couple of hours. Maybe out of your month if you can't do out of your week. A couple hours out of your month. And go and see a friend. Go and book a trip away. You could go and do £30 flights to Milan and back. Probably go to Paris for like £70. Why don't you go and do it? Why don't you go and do it? That's what you work for. But your work input is not equaling your lifestyle output, because you've been told to save. And a lot of it's worth it, as long as you then use the savings at some point. Because otherwise you're going to die and it's going to be in your bank account, and then the government's going to take probably 50% of it from taxes and inheritance tax. And then what was it all for anyway? So go and live.